Hi, it's Dwyer. Today is November the 4th, 2017. GamblersAdvisory.com, dwyervip.com. Remember, the opinion you should follow should be your own. Just consider this video to be a second opinion from a complete stranger online. Let's look at the actual odds for the heavyweight title fight that's going to take place later today. Now, just from a sports perspective, right, as a fan, I expect Deontay Wilder to beat Bermane Stiverne, right? Simply because Wilder has much more foot speed than Bermane Stiverne. I also think Wilder is able to deliver punishment from longer range than Bermane Stiverne. So I think Wilder doesn't have to take chances here. I believe he can go back foot. He can operate behind a jab. He can simply make his legs an issue, right? He is the champion. Bermane Stiverne, quite frankly, needs more than a tie to take his title. Leave it in Stiverne's hands to push the action while you accumulate points on your back foot behind a jab. Right? Now, all of that said, just understand the way the lines work. We're looking for value first and foremost. So, right now, the plays I like, right? I think Stiverne's only chance, his only chance, is to get a knockout. So the Stiverne by KO prop right now is paying off at a plus 1400, right? Why take Stiverne simply to win at a plus 800 when you can get significantly better odds on Stiverne by KO? Right? So I like Stiverne here. I think this is the compelling value at 14 to 1 to win by KO. Right? Now I'm going to hedge the play with the over 9.5 rounds. It's true that Wilder believes so much in his power that he calls his right hand his Alabama slammer. It's true that Wilder is bothered by the fact that Stiverne is the only opponent who he has not stopped inside of the distance. Right? All of that is true. But I believe Wilder understands there are bigger, more lucrative fights out there. A fight against Anthony Joshua, for example, a fight against Joseph Parker. I believe Wilder wants to unify the heavyweight title. I don't think he's going to stay close to the pocket here to risk it all against heavy-hitting Bermane Stiverne. So because I believe Wilder, a knockout puncher, is going to go back foot behind a jab here, I like the over 9.5 rounds at a plus 225, right? That's my hedge. In other words, if Stiverne gets a KO at any time, you cash in handsomely. If the fight goes past the midway point of the 10th round, right? That's the 9 full rounds plus half of the next one. You win, right? Regardless of who wins by decision, right? Think it through, but understand the risk involved. If this fight goes, put it this way, if this fight goes differently, and if Wilder comes out and draws a line in the sand and decides that the best advertisement for a possible matchup, future matchup against Anthony Joshua would be a stoppage of Bermane Stiverne. If Wilder wants the designation of having stopped every man he has fought inside of the distance, and he decides to go for broke and gets the KO before the midway point of the 10th round, you lose it all, right? Be aware of the risk. Anyway, looking at value, just what the casino's offering. In my opinion, the value plays on this Bermane Stiverne Deontay Wilder fight in terms of actual props being offered by a casino on the day of the fight are Bermane Stiverne plus 1400 to win by KO. hedged with the over 9.5 rounds at a plus 225. That's how I see it. Let me hear from you. Hope you leave your comments in the comment section to this video. Understand this is a high risk hedge. Thanks for stopping by.